Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
I am lucky to be joined by Brody Williams, head coach of South Lafourche's boys program, and Brody might be, out of all the coaches we talked to today, the hardest working guy. I guess I'll throw Jamar Celestine from Houma Christian because he's in football too, but Brody is coaching the boys over at South Lafourche, who have a big one this week where it looks like, you know, with a win you get into the playoffs. How does that work for you? Do you have an assistant you count on when things or do you get off of football and jump right into basketball practice after? How does that work for Brody Williams?
Yeah, so right after football ends, we've been going about 4 days a week right now, 3 to 4 days a week, because on Fridays we really can't go because we got a game. But we practice in nighttime, 6 to 8 sometimes, 6:30 to 8:30. It's tough, this time of the year. I always tell my wife, she can see it on me too. I go to bed right when I get home, and sometimes don't even eat supper. But it's worth it. I really like doing it. I enjoy being around the kids. So while it's stressful this time of the year, it's going to slow down again eventually.
And just to be clear for the public out there, a lot of people just talk about football when it comes to being a 4A school and playing in a 4A district, but you're sort of in that same situation where you have to make the Division I bracket, right?
Yeah, it's tough because we on that bubble where we really probably more of like a 4A or what the people call Division II now, but we got to go play the big schools in Division I, and it's tough to compete against some of those schools because they have 2,000, 3,000 kids, and we're under 1,000. So it maybe in the future it'll change, but we're not going to focus on the opponent. We're just going to focus on us and just go play the best we can play to our ability, and hopefully it pays out for us. So.
Well, with all of that being said, you make the playoffs, and that's awesome from last year. Does any of that carry over? Is there something to be learned going into the playoffs for this team that's coming back that just sort of got a little taste of it?
Yeah, so we're going to be young this year, and some of them they came with us last year, but I think the goal is obviously you always want to make the playoffs, win a district championship, even make it to the higher level, the state championship. But, we got to start with baby steps first. Let's start with us first and focusing on what we're going to do to be successful. And I think we have some key components that can help us get to the playoffs, and we're playing some really good teams. So our strength of schedule is going to be good. But, we're going to focus on us in the beginning and just hope that carries us through to meet our goals.
Talk about the strengths on the court for your team this year. What do you think y'all will really be good at?
I think, compared to last year, we'll be able to handle pressure a lot better. We're going to have better guard play. Obviously we're missing a presence by the rim compared to last year. But we're going to be able to handle the ball. We're going to be able to, play more team-oriented, kind of old-school South Lafourche basketball, run some clock and run some good offense, get some good backdoor cuts and things like that. So I think it won't be one guy scoring 30. It'll be multiple guys scoring, 8, 12, 10, 7, stuff here like that. So.
Listen, we hope y'all make a terrific run in the playoffs for football. But that being said, you got to turn right around, and you got your first games coming up. For you guys to be successful, and I've mentioned it, Darian, that's different for different people. What do you think the key to success is?
Well, number one, I think we got to play defense. I think defense wins championships. So, good team defense. And number two, just buying into the team concept. Not trying to be a bunch of individuals, but be one unit, which is going to help us not only defensively but offensively. No, you're not going to go into a game and be able to just outscore people. You're going to have to limit them and limit their possessions maybe sometimes, and just play hard nose. Dive on the floor for loose balls, and have a good culture about us to where we're going to compete with teams maybe we on paper shouldn't compete with, but we're going to go out there and just work harder than them. So I think that's the focus for this year.
One last question I didn't ask Darian, and I want you maybe to answer for both. A lot of the viewers out there are still wondering, they know the gym is in pretty good shape. Are y'all totally in the gym? Is that your practice area, or are you still kind of figure out practice areas?
No, we're totally in the gym, which is great, because the last couple of years you didn't realize but how much headache that really causes, and traveling back and forth. And Coach Colley can tell you that first year it was rough going to Central every day or here and there every day. But now we're in our gym, it's running smooth, it's nice, it's brand new. I think the kids are excited to get a start in the gym for the first time in the last couple of years.
Very good. Thanks, Brody. Best of luck, obviously in basketball, but in football also.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Stan.